Hey everyone, Andrew here. Today we have an unboxing video from lighttake.com. We have the Cyclone Boys magnetic skewb and the Chi Clover Cube Plus. I'm gonna do this one first. This is the Ivy Cube Plus. The regular Ivy Cube is a curvy copter without these corner pieces, and then it's just slightly shape modded. This, being the Plus version, also moves like a 2x2. So I'm expecting this to be an interesting and challenging puzzle to solve. So here's the puzzle. It looks really nice. Yeah, just the way the cuts look. I really like the appearance of this puzzle. So let's do first turns. Let's turn it like a 2x2. Wow, this turns really well. And then, oh wow. Yeah, this is excellent turning. And then it should jumble, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna scramble this later, but for now, let's get into the skewb. Skewb is my main event. On a good day, I average upper 5s in skewb. This one is not getting much attention in the community, but I've heard a lot of good things about it from the few people who do have it. So let's just do first turns. Oh, this is nice. This is a very good skewb. It feels pillowed, but it's not. It just feels pillowed because my main skewb is the X-Fan, which is concave. Oh, the magnets are quite strong. Let's scramble it. Excellent skewb. Alright, so I'm gonna take a break and I'll come back. So now it's Labor Day weekend. I'm at my cabin and I set up a makeshift filming station in the middle of outside. Apologies for any background noise. I think there's some kids playing on the lake and some boats might go by. But let's scramble this cube and I want to try to solve it. So I think, yeah, this is not, I can mix these moves and the 2x2 moves. This is not like I have to scramble it like a 2x2 first or like a curvy copter first. I'm pretty sure I can just mix the moves. This puzzle doesn't bandage at all. Like you jumble it and then it can still turn like a 2x2, which is kind of interesting. Thinking about how to solve it. I'm thinking first it will probably be best to pair up these pieces. Like these are already paired, but then like pair up all of these pieces and make sure they're permuted into their correct locations on the cube. Because then once you do curvy copter moves, these pieces don't move at all. They just spin in place. So the puzzle is now quite scrambled. Contradictory to what I was just saying. The first thing I'm going to do is return it to a cube shape, which will be very similar to how I do so on a curvy copter. And then I'm going to solve these pieces. The Clover cube is very similar to a curvy copter, and the curvy copter is a puzzle I've solved so many times. It's probably easily my most solved non-WCA puzzle. So now the puzzle is in a cube shape. So, okay, so let's just start pairing these up. I'm gonna stop recording and come back when, I don't know, when I feel like I have something interesting to say. It's been about 1 minute, and so far, pairing these up is proving to be way more difficult than I thought. There's 12 of these pairs, obviously, and I can't seem to get more than 2 of them without messing something up. But I haven't been working at this for very long, so I'm gonna continue to work on it and see if I discover an easier way. So, I did it. I got all 12 of these edge pairs paired up. So, at first I was thinking I'd pair them up like the order I'd do edges if I was solving a 3x3, so like do these 4 first, then these 4, then these 4. But that didn't really end up working, so I ended up doing them by slice. So I did like these 4, yeah, I did like these 4, then these 4, then these 4. And it was actually a lot like 4x4 edge pairing. So now that I'm thinking about it, the rest of the solve might just be like solving a Clover cube. If that turns out to be the case, that would be kind of disappointing because I was expecting more of a challenge from this puzzle. But, I mean, there could be some weird, like, issue coming from the 2x2 moves, but the worst that would happen, I would think, would be that the 2x2 moves would cause these pedal pieces to be in different orbits. And if the pedal pieces are just in different orbits, you can correct that with that sort of move. So I'm thinking the rest of this solve is just gonna be like a Clover cube. And I know very well how to solve a Clover cube because a Clover cube is just a curvy copter without corners. And I know very well how to solve a curvy copter. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try solving the rest of this. Well, whatever. Kinda disappointingly easy puzzle. Yeah, if you know, basically, jeez, come on, turn. Basically, if you know how to solve a curvy copter, and you can figure out that edge pairing thing in the beginning, then this puzzle is no challenge. Maybe, yeah, I wish it had been more of a challenge, because I'm about to solve it here. It was not too difficult. It would be a lot more difficult for people who aren't familiar with a curvy copter, but it's basically get it back into cube shape, then pair up these pieces, then solve it like a curvy copter without corners, which is a Clover cube. Disappointing puzzle. I was hoping it was going to be more of a challenge, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's not a bad quality puzzle. I just wish it would have been a bit more of a challenge. Let's talk about the skewb. So I have had a chance to do a few hundred solves with it, so it's been broken in a bit. I've lubricated it and tightened it, and it's quite a good skewb. It's definitely not perfect, but I do think it will be my main over my X-Man Wingy. So, the main thing that I like about it more than the Wingy, my Wingy gets a lot of catches. This flows better. It still gets catches, but fewer of them. See, like sometimes, see like there, like that was super catchy, which is annoying. This is definitely not a perfect skewb. And that was flawless. That was super smooth. I guess the magnets are a bit stronger than I would like. They're definitely stronger than the Wingy skewb, but I've sort of gotten used to them. Good skewb, not perfect skewb. And again, I'm pretty sure it'll become my main.